The wind howled through the barren trees as dark clouds twisted and churned in the sky above. The small town of Ravenwood was shrouded in an eerie silence, its streets deserted and devoid of life. It was Thanksgiving night, and the residents of Ravenwood had gathered with their loved ones to celebrate the holiday in the warmth and safety of their homes. But one house stood empty, its windows boarded up and its doors locked. The old Victorian mansion, perched on a hill overlooking the town, had long been abandoned. Locals whispered tales of its sordid past, of strange happenings and ghostly apparitions that haunted its halls. Many believed it to be cursed, a place where evil dwelled. As the night grew darker, a group of adventurous teenagers, fueled by their insatiable curiosity, decided to challenge the legends surrounding the house. Jake, the ringleader, led the way with a mischievous glint in his eyes. His friends, Emma, Mark, and Sarah, followed close behind. They carried with them flashlights, a camera, and a sense of reckless bravery. The air turned colder as they approached the mansion, its imposing figure casting a long shadow over the desolate landscape. The front door creaked open with a haunting groan, as if inviting them in. Hesitant but determined, they stepped inside, their footsteps echoing through the empty hallways. The interior was as eerie as the rumors suggested. Dust-covered furniture stood frozen in time, and cobwebs clung to every corner. The air was thick with a musty scent, and the sound of their breathing seemed to reverberate through the silent house. They explored room after room, their flashlights casting flickering shadows on the cracked walls. But as they ventured deeper into the mansion, an unsettling presence seemed to grow. Whispers echoed through the halls, chilling their bones and making their hearts race. Shadows danced in their peripheral vision, and the temperature plummeted, the cold gnawing at their skin. Suddenly, a door slammed shut behind them, trapping them in a pitch-black room. Panic gripped their hearts as they fumbled for their flashlights, desperate to shed light on their surroundings. But when the beams pierced the darkness, they wished they had stayed in the shadows. In front of them stood a grotesque figure, a hulking creature with twisted limbs and glowing eyes. Its mouth opened in a soundless scream, and the walls around them seemed to pulse with an otherworldly energy. The teenagers screamed, their cries of terror swallowed by the oppressive silence. Frantically, they searched for an escape, their minds clouded with fear. But the house seemed to have a will of its own, shifting and changing, leading them deeper into its labyrinthine corridors. The walls closed in, trapping them in a nightmarish maze. As the hours ticked by, their hope dwindled, replaced by a paralyzing dread. They stumbled upon a room adorned with faded family portraits. The faces were twisted and contorted, their eyes following their every move. Whispers filled their ears, taunting and mocking, driving them to the brink of madness. In a final act of desperation, they discovered a hidden passage, a narrow staircase leading to the attic. Their bodies shook with exhaustion as they ascended, their steps faltering with every creaking board. The attic was a twisted reflection of the haunted mansion, filled with broken toys and decaying furniture. In the corner of the room, they found a dusty old book. Its pages were filled with ancient symbols and cryptic writings. With trembling hands, they attempted to decipher its secrets, hoping to find a way to break the curse that held them captive. But the more they read, the more they realized the truth. They were doomed to remain trapped within the mansion's walls forever. As Thanksgiving night faded into a new day, the residents of Ravenwood gathered around their tables, oblivious to the horrors that unfolded just a stone's throw away. The old Victorian mansion stood silent and foreboding, its secrets buried within its decaying walls. And the teenagers, now mere specters of their former selves, became part of the house's cursed legacy, forever lost in the darkness of Ravenwood.